The world's first lab-grown burger being served up in 2013.
It's close to meat. It's not that juicy, but the consistency is perfect.
This is a small version of a bioreactor system.
Today being grown in this lab at the University of Bath, muscle cells, the basic form of cultured meat.
Those cells would originate from directly from an animal that has been slaughtered for meat, and there's potential and there's research looking into whether we can take live biopsies.
You can see the lab-grown muscle strands pulsing. The team here are developing technology to produce lab-grown meat at scale.
There's a huge opportunity for farmers to be able to diversify how they produce protein, so to get more value from their animals. So still providing carcasses for the food chain, but actually perhaps taking a small biopsy from that meat, growing cultured meat, perhaps on their own farm or like locally with a group of farms.
Marianne is teamed up with a former dairy farmer to get the technology to market within the next few years. It will create the protein for producers to mix with other ingredients. And there's a serious focus, not to replace meat, but to plug a gap in the global supply of food.
Looking at the current climate in terms of the cost of living, a lot of people are not going to have access to food in the same way that we have had in the past. And so we need more technologies to bring food to a level of parity that's accessible to all.
So if cultured meat is going to have such a big role in the future supply of food, what threat does it pose to traditional farming? Well, the Royal Agricultural University in Cirencester is working with other partners to answer that and other questions around this growing industry.
So some might be selling products into it, some might see it as the competition, and that's what we're trying to tease out is where are the big risks, where are the opportunities, and what can the farmers do at the moment, and what can happen in policy making as well to change any of that.
Gloucestershire beef farmer David Barton agrees that food sustainability and security should be top of the agenda, but doesn't believe that cultured meat has all the answers.
Livestock are such a key part of keeping our soils healthy, and this is being largely missed. And I think it's so important because our soil is what feeds us. It's about 4 inches of soil across the world. That's what feeds us. We have to look after it, make sure that we sustain it and keep it in its tip-top condition. Livestock will be a key part of that.
In Singapore, lab-grown chicken is being served up in high-end restaurants, but that's an extreme because at the heart of the drive for cultured meat is ensuring that there is enough food to satisfy demand around the world. So now it's time for a serious discussion about whether that hinders or offers opportunities to traditional food producers. Steve Knibbs, BBC Points West at the University of Bath.